Hello and welcome to Trial TV Live. I am the Squeegee of Justice. Thank you so much for joining us today as we are continuing our coverage of a case out of New Jersey. It is Sean Higgins, and we've been following this for quite a while now. Welcome to Trial TV Live. I am the Squeegee of Audio works. We've been following this since last year, but settle in. This is another hearing, another pretrial hearing. It has to do with the blood alcohol content of Sean Higgins. It was hotly contested the last hearing we watched, if you remember, and if not, I'll recap. And then this is like a carryover to from that. So settle in, get comfortable, and let's get started. All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Today we're going to be taking a look at New Jersey versus Sean Higgins. And as I said before, we've been following this case for a while now, since easily last year. I don't know, did we start in 2024? No, I think it was. We may have done something in 2024. Well, anyway, this did happen August 29th of 2024. The defendant is Sean Higgins, and the victims are the Gaudreau brothers, Johnny and Matthew. They both were exceptional hockey players. Johnny was a little bit more accomplished, if you will. He actually made it to the NHL, and Matthew played around in some of the other minor leagues, if you will. They weren't minor leagues, but they weren't in the NHL. So get settled in, and let me welcome in who is with us. Let's see who is with us in chat. Hellrider, how are you? Hey, Jeff Poole, good to see you. Iowa Backyard Cam, good morning. Kimbers, good to see you. Christine, good morning, good afternoon. Happy Monday to you. Great to see you. Let's see. Then there's Christine Fortunato. Hello, hello. Kathy, good morning. Welcome in. Horse Welfare, good to see you. We got Debbie saying hello. Hey, William, good to see you. Welcome in. Hellrider, you're going to get some motorcycling in? Sounds good. Let's see, who else do we have here? Good Vibes Only, great to see you. Make sure I catch everybody. Richard in the kitchen, so glad that that issue is taking care of itself. Turns out lab error. Can you imagine? That's just amazing, but good for you. Hey, Ladybug's mom, great to see you. There's William saying good morning. Let's see, let me scroll. Selena K, hello. Hey, Mal, good morning, welcome in. Let's see, who else do we have here? I know lots of folks are coming in. Let me just catch up. Gordon, there you are, good morning. Let me catch up to more. More current. I had to scroll all the way back. Crazy Mary Fitz, good morning. Rat, good morning to you. Elsie, hello. Great to see you. Ruth Ann, justice for Johnny and Matthew. I agree with that. PJ on the record, good morning to you. JMS, good to see you. Lisa, hello, hello. Ruth Ann, we did watch, after the gold medal, they did a fantastic tribute. Yeah, his, I think his little son came out. It was very, very touching. Hey, Green-Eyed Cat, how are you? I think I showed a picture the last stream. Just a Girl Baking, good to see you. Lazy boys, how are you? Bama Green Eyes, welcome in, welcome in. All right. Hey, Vivith, how are you? Kimber's doing some dancing. All right, hope you guys, Aussie, how are you? Bing and Billy? The Cat Tower, thank you, Elsie, yes. Hey, Mishgal. Scott, how are you? Stella, good morning, welcome in. Yes, real quick for those that missed it over the weekend, we did a stream, and well, we put this together. This was donated and gifted to us by Debbie, and Carol sent us those there. Those are going to be little steps that lead into a sling. So Debbie bought us this, and we had a stream yesterday that we showed it. I also did, if you remember, we did a video. I put a video together, about a three-minute video I put together of us putting it together, and then Kitty's involved in it. So right now, nobody's in it. Nobody's in it, but they've been in it. Don't worry, they definitely have been in it. All right, so once again, so this happened August 29th of 2024. NHL forward Johnny Gaudreau, who was 31, and his brother Matthew Gaudreau, who was 29, were struck and killed while riding bicycles northbound on County Route 551 in Oldmans Township, New Jersey. The brothers were in town for their sister's wedding, scheduled for the following day. So they're out partying, having a great time. They're riding bicycles, and Sean Higgins hits them. I'll show you. This is what happened. So they're on this country road, right? And I have a Google map of that. So Sean's been drinking all day. He's had, like, I think 6 beers or something like that. He is aggressively driving, according to these witnesses. He goes to try and pass these people who he says were going slow. So he tries to pass, and what one of the drivers did is they saw the Gaudreau brothers, so they swerved. Sean Higgins thinks, oh, this guy's being a jerk to me, so he swerves back. Unfortunately, he swerves right in and he hits the brothers. So that's how that happened. So prosecutors allege that Sean Higgins was driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee northbound behind 2 vehicles when he attempted to pass. According to court documents, an SUV ahead of him moved toward the center of the roadway to safely pass the cyclists. Investigators say Higgins believed the traffic was moving too slowly, entered the southbound lane, and ultimately attempted to pass on the left shoulder before striking the Gaudreau brothers from behind at approximately 8:19 p.m. Responding officers reported that Higgins' breath smelled of alcohol. He allegedly admitted to drinking 5 to 6 beers prior to driving and later registered a blood alcohol concentration of 0.087. Now, this is the point of contention. This is why we're here today, because the defense is claiming, according to the last hearing, that they did 2 blood draws and that the blood was clotting and they didn't quite get the right. Let me see some of my notes. They treated the serum for BAC. They didn't. The chemist that was doing the testing didn't quite do it right. So that was the whole big to-do last hearing. And now this is a carryover from that hearing. So the legal limit is 0.08. Now, in the testing, he tested for 0.075. So he actually tested below. And the Gaudreau brothers, and defense was leaning heavily on this, Johnny was at 0.129 and Matthew was at 0.134. So they were about not quite double, because double would be 1.6. So they were like, half above where they, technically, I guess, legally, if they were driving. However, they were just riding bicycles. So he has pled not guilty. Now, throughout 2025, the defense challenged the admissibility of Higgins' statements, arguing he was not properly advised of his Miranda rights. In a previous stream, we did show we showed his arrest and his the body cam of the night of. So we have shown that before. Now, in November of 2025, the trial court ruled the statements were lawfully obtained. January 15th of 2026, New Jersey appellate judge upheld that ruling, meaning Higgins' admission, including statements about drinking and striking the cyclists, may be presented at trial. Now, as of early 2026, now we're halfway through, he remains in custody pending trial, and the case is moving through final pretrial litigations before a trial date is set. All right, before it starts, let me get you over here Let's see real quick. All right, so here's where it took place. Now, this is the eastern part of the United States for those that are not familiar. So it happened kind of near Philadelphia, and it's extremely, extremely rural. So this is where, so you can see, I'm not sure where this wedding was supposed to take place, but you can see it is literally in the middle of like nowhere. Although there's the Jersey Turnpike. So it's off of the Jersey Turnpike, which is major, obviously a major highway. So this is where it took place. And there's some, so this is, they were coming this way. So this is where they were struck approximately. So you can see it's pretty isolated. So I don't know if they had lights on their bikes because it was 8/19, and we've looked that up, and it was yes, it was in August, but it was kind of dusk. I think it was pretty close to the sun was going down. So I don't know if they had lights on. That I don't know, but as you can tell, it was extremely rural. There's probably no lights on these there's no lights on these telephone poles. So not that makes any excuse. I'm not saying that at all, but it was very dark, and they were on the side. I mean, I guess they were probably riding on the side of the road here. So not much of a bike lane. That is not much of a bike lane at all. So sad all the way around. All right, so let me get out of here and keep an eye out for because it's not streamed. It's streamed from a Zoom, so I have to keep refreshing the page. So, hey, whoever, how are you? Good to see you, Outrider. Thank you for that. Yeah, whoever, there is no bike lane. It is. Oh wait, how come this isn't coming up? Hold on a sec. Featured chat. There we go. Yeah, there's no bike lane, and if there is, it's like incredibly, like just not much to it. I mean, there is. That's not even. I mean, seriously, look at that. That's like, yeah, there is no bike lane. There is literally no bike lane. So, it's a shame. So, hey, Truth Hurts, how are you? Sherry, good to see you. Welcome in. Terry Trial Watcher, why was I thinking they were on a bike lane, as in a paved bike lane? Hey, Seashell, good to see you. Well, it is what it is. I mean, this is what is presented. I mean, there is not much. I mean, that's like not even a foot. It's like 6 inches. I mean, you'd have to be riding on the road here. You can't ride on that line. You'd have to be riding on the road at that point. So, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Let's see. Hey, Wild Angels. Some guy backed over a 26-year-old female boxer who's biking in Texas. Yeesh. Good grief. Hey, Katrina. Welcome in. Good to see you. That's typical for areas like that, though. They should put bike lanes in, but they don't. Yeah. Hey, Kay. Their sister recently had a son. She named him Matthew. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that she was. Yeah, we knew about that from a previous hearing, or we were talking about that. Thank you for that.
Johnny's wife was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then they were going to their sister's wedding.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, Johnny's wife was pregnant at the time.
I'm pretty sure.
Whoever, if you're going to ride your bike, get a bicycle rear view mirror. It will definitely save your life. Now, they were in town, right? So they were in town celebrating. So I don't know whose bikes these were. I'm not sure whose bicycles these were, if they borrowed them from a friend, if they were renting them. I don't know. Hey, Basu, most country roads don't have bike lanes. I remember growing up in this environment. I grew up, Amish country. So there were no bike lanes. So you would have to ride on the road. And you would have semis come by, and you'd have to hold on tight, or else you'd be blown over. I have one memory of my sister got blown over by we were biking, and a big semi went by, going 50, 55, whatever, and I turned around and she was like in the ditch. We laugh about it now, but it's like you could get blown off very easily when those semis come flying by. Hey Jackie, good morning. Rita, good morning to you. Welcome in. Hey Seashell, how are you? All right, let's take a moment to hit the like button if you guys have not already. If you are lurking and you hear my voice, just take a moment and hit the like button. We are at 74. Let's see if we can get up to 80. Let's see if we can get to 80 before live trial kicks in. If you just take a moment and hit the like button, and let us know that you're out there. Well, I checked to see if Judge has started his Zoom yet. He has not. Hey Jane, welcome in. How are you? Tammy, good morning to you. Good to see you. Shannon, how are you? Good to see you. Whoever says you can get mirrors that fit on your glasses or your helmet too. And that's all well and good. I'm just wondering if they were out drinking, obviously. Like, where do these bikes come from? To me, they may have just been part of, like, if they were at like a country club, or they were at a restaurant, or where were they? They probably didn't have, I don't even know if they had lights, flashing lights or reflectors. I have no idea. That's one part I do not know about.
They were in town for their sister's wedding. They might have been in an Airbnb. Yeah. They, Aaron says as we all know, they were in town for a sister's wedding. The bikes they could have been staying at an Airbnb. The bikes could have been part of that. I've been, we've all been part of that. If you stay somewhere, sometimes there's bikes, that you can just grab, So were those bikes outfitted with anything? Who knows? Were they kids' bikes?
were they kids' bikes? Yeah. Ooh, 93 likes. Thanks, guys. Thank you for that. Let's see if we can get up to 100. If you can hear my voice and you're working, or you're lurking, or you're doing something, you're not in chat, just take a moment and let us know that you're there, and hit the like button. Let's see if we can get up to 100 likes before the stream, before Judge kicks in the stream. Excuse me.
And
that's not him. Don't worry. Do not worry about that. That was not the stream. All right, we're up to 101 likes. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, Ionine, how are you? Good to see you. Yes, Gordon, this hearing is live. That's why we're stalling. We're just waiting for the feed to kick in. We are live, and it's going to be coming from the judge's camera in court. So we just have to refresh the feed. It's not coming from YouTube. It's coming from the judge's court. So we're just waiting for it to kick in. Ladybug's mom, number 27. Awesome. Sister had a bad wedding. Parents lost 2 kids. Yeah. I don't know if they continued on with the wedding. Do you know if they continued on? Yeah, I don't know, Debbie. Hey, Debs, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Elaine, hello, hello. Good morning to you. Yeah, that's Deb. Let's see. Let me pull up Debbie. Debbie, we're saying sorry. I lost your post. But yeah, they. I don't know if they continued on with the wedding. To be quite honest, I don't know that. I do not know. I'm sure once trial starts, we'll hear. Maybe we'll even hear from the sister. She might testify. No trial date has been set yet. Treasure Hog, how are you? Hey, Connie. Welcome in. I9, good morning to you. Great to see you as well. Katrina, the sister got married the year after. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I can't imagine they would have gone. I mean, I know everybody's there, and down payments have been made. I mean, I get it. I get all of that. You know, it's just terrible. But how can you continue? How can you continue on? It's just terrible. Debbie, thank you for the $10 and 100 likes. Thank you for that. Just Stephanie, hello. Welcome in. Great to see you. JMS delayed for a year. That's what we just we just heard that as well. Bing and Billy, whoop whoop. 106, you were 106. Thank you. Whoever, you were always lit up like a Christmas tree on your bike and still had to hop up the curb to avoid drivers in the designated bike lane. Yeah. Wild Angel is saying that as well. She got married at a later date. Let's see if we can find when she got married. I'll see if I can find out real quick. Let's see. So Katie Gaudreau married her longtime fiance Devin Joyce on July 11th, 2025. Their wedding had originally been scheduled for August 30th of 2024, but obviously it was postponed. So she got married July 11th of 2025. And that's coming from US Weekly. So Aaron had a good point, obviously. Why didn't the other drivers, hit them? As a matter of fact, the other drivers swerved. So the other driver clearly saw them. So they either had reflectors on, or I don't know, the lights were working and you could see them. Some way the first driver swerved. So clearly they saw the brothers. So that answers our question of she got married about a year later. So that makes sense. Bing and Billy, thank you for the high five. Appreciate that. So it was Katie, she married Devin Joyce not quite a year later. So July 11th, they got married. So that's coming from US Weekly. So I would think that's a reputable news source. Fashion Blair, how are you? Good morning to you. Welcome in. See who else is with us. Did I miss anybody? Terry, no, they were, it was the night before. The wedding was supposed to happen on the 30th, and this was the night before. It's like what's that? The rehearsal dinner. Thank you. Yeah, it was the rehearsal dinner probably. Everybody, both families get together and, they have dinner and they drink and, I've been to many, many weddings and I've had a wedding, and that's usually what happens. You guys know, you've been to weddings before. The rehearsal dinner is, the night before, and, just a shame. Kimbers, if you guys have any questions, check out the description. We tried to do our best with the description and try to answer all your questions within the description. We don't always answer all of your questions, but hopefully we get to most of them. JMS, the other drivers said they saw them. Yeah, they even swerved out of the way. So yeah, they were visible. They were visible enough. You know what I'm saying? That, they were visible enough.
Nobody said that they came into the road.
Yeah.
Like they were a problem.
Right.
They weren't driving.
They weren't swerving because they were drunk. They weren't like halfway or taking up a full lane.
Yeah.
So they clearly were, able to, swerve and avoid them. So this judge had a hearing earlier. So I don't know if this is. They usually take their time, yeah. The
thing is, if we're not on it right when it starts, we can't rewind. So that's why we wanted to go on early so that we didn't want to miss anything for you guys. Debbie, thank you for the 5 Trial TV Live gifted memberships. That's so kind of you. Quilting, you just got a membership from Debbie. Awesome. Thank you for that, Debbie. And welcome in new members. 7 of Hearts, how are you? Hope your procedure goes well. Awesome, Debbie. Good job. I love it when you get somebody in chat. That's so cool. Good job. Bing and Billy, Trial TV Live is awesome. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication and making everyone feel welcome to the family. Thank you, Bing and Billy. Appreciate that. Kimber saying, Quilt, woohoo, you just received a gift membership. You did. Good Vibes is saying, yes, thank you, Debbie. Good catch. Whoever says bicycles are legally allowed to take up the entire lane when there is no bike lane, so they could have been riding staggered like we do on motorcycles, and the cars would have had to wait and pass safely. It's good to know. There you are, Quilt. Quilting, there you go. Got yourself a membership. Good job, Debbie. All right. And we wait. Yes, they will be here. I don't want to show anything else because I don't want to miss. Let's see. Well, let's come back over here. You know what? No, let's look at the Google map again. Let's look at this Google Earth. So it is a passing lane, right? It is a passing lane coming this way. Let me go down here a little bit. Oops, hold on. All right, so theoretically, he was coming this way. And this is a passing lane. I don't know how trafficked this is, but this is where, if he's coming this way, I'm assuming he was coming from this way, right? I'm assuming this is the way he was coming, and it's pretty clear sight. You know, I mean, the sight line's not terrible, other than it being 8 o'clock at 8:15 at night, and they were thrown. They were definitely thrown. I don't know if this is. I guess maybe that's where they landed. Maybe I'm not quite sure what that signifies exactly, but I think I know they were thrown, and he drove. I think he drove like another 100 feet before he stopped. And I think it was his car, his Jeep basically just gave out on him and stuff. That's why he stopped. That's what this. Yeah, that's what the state says. That he kept on going, but he stopped. The only reason he stopped was his Jeep like conked out on him. Hey Deviant, how are you? Miss Frosty, good to see you. Welcome in. Linda Popejoy, how are you? Welcome in. Debbie, you're welcome. Thank you for watching yesterday. Appreciate that. Let me put that over here. Thank you, Debbie. On the side of the memorial, it is the passing lane. Yeah, you can pass on this way. That's why I was showing it. So the way I'm pointed right now, you can pass. If you're coming from the other direction, you cannot, which is weird because I don't know why you wouldn't be able to pass coming this way. That should be maybe down there. Oh, maybe, yeah, because it's pretty clear. Maybe because there's a turn. You got to turn. That's why this is, you got a curve here. So maybe that's why you're not allowed to pass there. But yeah, they have bikes. They have some bikes there. I didn't even see that. Oh, and hockey sticks, of course. Oh, that's so sad. And they have lights. They have lights, so it's illuminated, I'm sure. 2 bikes. That's sad. Yeah. Oh, well. Terrible. All right. And Sean, I've looked this up before. He was in the Marines, I think. And he works for like some, hold on a sec. He's a field artillery officer assigned to the New Jersey Army National Guard. And this is from Philadelphia, Action 6. So then there's that. So he works in, he's a field artillery officer assigned to the New Jersey Army National Guard Joint Force Headquarters. He's a part-time traditional drill status guardsman. He was not on duty at the time. He worked at a rehab facility called Gaudenzia. It's a nonprofit organization. He was an employee, but he was placed on leave. Yeah. Just reading this article if there's anything. Yeah, he failed a sobriety test. Witnesses reportedly told police they observed Higgins approaching them from behind, adding that he appeared to be traveling at a high rate of speed. He was offered a plea, right? And he turned it down.
Yes.
Yeah, he was offered a plea too. So during his first appearance, he had 2 counts of second-degree vehicular homicide, which carry a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. So he was offered a plea and he turned it down. Oh, so the wedding was scheduled for a Friday. So this must have happened on a Thursday. So Matthew was the hockey coach at the men's high school alma mater in Jersey. He was also, so Matthew was expecting, Madeline, his wife, was expecting their first child in December. They played hockey at Boston College, both of them. Johnny he played 11 seasons with the NHL, starting with the Calgary Flames, and then he was with the Columbus Blue Jackets. So Higgins, I want to see what did he turn down? What was his plea? I don't know if we have that in our description or not. All right, he was offered 35 years, 15 for both, and then 5 for 15 years for both Johnny and Matthew, and then 5 for leaving the scene of the accident. So it was aggravated manslaughter. That's what he was. He turned that down. So he turned down the plea. So he rejected that in January of 2025. So he did. If that's not in the description, I'll add that. We'll add that in. So he was offered a plea deal and he turned it down. Hey, Muggsy, good morning to you. Welcome in. Melissa, how are you? No schedule has been set yet. No schedule has been set yet. No trial date has been set yet.
Arwen, good morning to you. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hey, Auntie Ree. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Let's see. Melissa, reminds you of a case near you. Rebecca Grossman. She was drunk, took out 2 little boys, only stopped because her SUV shut. Yeah, I think that's what happened here too, Melissa. I think if I remember correctly, Sean now is, how old is he now? We have him at, so 46. So we have him at 46. So he would have been 46, what's that, 70, 80? He would have been about 80 years old, 81 years old. So he turned that down. Selena, it should have been at 10. It should have been at 10 o'clock, so. And it's not on YouTube, so it's on their Jersey court, so that's why. It's coming from the judge's chambers. That's why we're just sitting here waiting. So, good morning, Arwen. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. Quilting Girl said, don't most states have laws that say you have to give bikes the right of way? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And pedestrians. Pedestrians and bikes have rights of way because they are more vulnerable. So, Terry, they may have been riding in the paved lane and seen cars coming and went to the side road to ride to get out of the way of cars coming. Truth says 35 years is an easy deal to turn down. Whoever says, so going to prison for 20 years effectively means life. I see why he's going to trial, although it would have been more merciful on the family to take the plea. Bikes are treated more like cars than pedestrians, though. Hill Rider, yeah, in Georgia, it's big time. Bikes have the right of way. Come on, Judge. Come on, Judge. Let's hope they don't start like halfway through.
They're not willing to do that.
Yeah.
I think they're just probably dealing with it.
Yeah, just running late. The judge did have another hearing we were watching. He had a hearing before this, so could be just running late. Kelly, yeah, how are you? Catching up. My little brother and I were walking in the highway after a flat tire when teenagers, a semi blew me off the highway. My bro thought it hit me. Yeah, he was truly traumatized. Yeah. Yeah, when they get cruising, they pack a lot of wind. Ruth Ann says Sean was being impatient. Yes, that is what he was. He definitely was being impatient. Hellrider, we had a biker get hit and they changed a lot of laws in Georgia. Ladybug says, try riding that road with a horse in traffic flying by you. Let's see. Elsie, nothing ones of drinking and driving. I don't know why people think they can get away with it. Yeah. And he was apparently driving around drinking, and he had open beer cans. I think he got rid of them, or he's trying to get rid of them. So he was kind of tampering with evidence. Yeah, it's this whole thing with him. Whoever, yeah, you really can't trust drivers at all. I don't trust drivers. You know, I do not trust drivers. I don't trust somebody's going to do the right thing. Like you see a turn signal on, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to wait until you actually turn. As soon as I see you start to turn, then maybe I'll consider going. But same with pedestrians. I've had people walk out in front of me. I can't even remember how many times. And if I wasn't paying attention, they would have been hit. Like they just walk right out in front of you. Don't even look both ways. You know, I've had that happen. I can't even tell you how many times I've had people just walk out right in front of me, as if they are the only ones in the world. I don't understand. But that's just the way it is, you know. Terry, how far away from the rehearsal were they? I do not know. Let me see if I can find that out. Let's see if we can find that out while we wait. And we're just assuming there was a rehearsal dinner, but I can't imagine why. There's not been any official testimony or public statement establishing exactly how many minutes after leaving the rehearsal dinner they were struck. So we don't know that yet. We don't know when they left, how close they were. I'm sure we'll have somebody's going to testify, right? A sister, or I would think maybe the sister. Somebody will testify, or a friend will testify as to where they were before, and all that. So as of right now, we don't know. Right now we don't know. Jess Stephanie, first lesson your dad taught me: never trust a blinker. That's true. Treasure Hog, was there any info on how fast he was going? That's a good question. Let me see if I can find that. I think they were polling the infotainment center, whatever that's called. So the witnesses say he was traveling at a high rate of speed and tailgating. I'm pretty sure that they were. I'm pretty sure they pulled the whatever that thing is called, infotainment center, infotainment council thingy, black box, whatever it's called. I think they pulled that. I kind of remember them talking about that in a previous hearing. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't have any notes there. I'm pretty sure they. I think they pulled it, and they were going to check on that. They were going to check on that, or they were going to test it. That still is yet to come. Debbie, we have wide bike lanes. We have them. Yeah, we have them here too. Yeah, I think it's back in the 80s, 70s, 80s. I don't think there were many bike lanes. I think they have gotten better. This road clearly does not. If this was only 2 years ago, it's pretty bad. Or actually, no, this is not, probably more recent now, because there's a memorial. So I don't know what it takes to get a bike lane, paved. I don't know. I mean, obviously it costs money, because that's asphalt, and you got to pay the crew to do it. And then you have to move things. Move signs, I don't know. Hey Jay, yeah, black box, exactly. Ruth Ann says, same. I don't trust other drivers. I've also had teens walk out in front of me in the dark wearing black. They were lucky I was paying attention, happened to see them. Yep. Just they just assume. People just assume that. I don't know what world they're living in. They just assume that, everybody's going to see them and stop. I mean, it's just an accident waiting to happen. Sharon, all roads look like that where you live? Jay saying hello. Glad to be here. Hellrider says, I say need barriers up in a designated lane for bikes. We have barriers in the city of Atlanta. Yeah, cities seem to be a little bit better with that, right? And more suburban do better than some of these country roads. So we're just waiting for a live court to kick in. Kitty Cuckoo, no, you live a few minutes away from here. Kitty, we are still waiting for Judge to kick in his feed. It was scheduled for 10 o'clock, so we're just waiting. So just waiting for Judge to kick his feet in. Fingers crossed it will still happen. We're just assuming that they're running late. But no, you have not missed anything yet. We're just waiting for the feed to kick in. Debbie, thank you so much for another 5 Trial TV Live gifted memberships. Did you get anybody that's in? Welcome in new members. Welcome in. Anybody in chat?
Yes, open road is dangerous. Yeah. Whoever says, personally, I would like to have a standalone bike lane. We have a few of those here, and they're really nice to ride on. One of them goes along the river, and it's beautiful. Goes to the ocean too. That is nice. Yeah, so it's not even part of the road. It's just separate. That is nice. Yeah. Truth Hurt says rural roads don't see the bike traffic a city sees. This road likely doesn't see 2 bicycles a day. Yeah, probably right. Kitty Cuckoo, I didn't know it was today. Thanks. It was, yeah, they scheduled it for June 16th and then the 5th.
No, the 5th and then the 16th. And now the 20th.
Okay, yeah, so they've kicked this down the road a couple times. But we looked at the docket. Aaron looked at the docket. And got permission, and we're just waiting. We are just waiting. Let's see here. Seashell, may you have a purple box. That's just how long you've been a member. So that's just how long you've been a member. So purple means 1 year. So new members are red. No, it's a TV. Yes. Thank you, Aaron. It is a TV. Those are little TVs. So red is new member. Orange is after 1 month. Green is after 2 months. The teal is after 6 months. And then the purple is 1 year. And then it goes to yellow after 2 years. And then dark blue after 3 years. And then if you've been with us for 4 and 5 years, which we haven't been a channel that long, but once we get to that point, those would be logos. So the purple TV is going to be after 1 year. 1 year. Ed, they are starting today, but they're expecting it to take up to 2 weeks to get a jury because they have to find 18 jurors. So we are not expecting them to pick a jury this week. I would be shocked if they pick a jury this week. They're expecting 1 to 2 weeks. So that's happening. Yeah, that's happening today. 18 jurors, not the normal 16 or even 14, but 18 jurors, and they are not expecting them to pick a jury. It's going to take possibly up to 2 weeks. So once Lindsay Clancy starts, we will be covering that. For now, this week, we have Sean Higgins today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be getting together with Dr. Barry. We're going to be talking about Carlos Dominguez, Isaac Apodaca, Kiera McCauley, and Lindsay Clancy. So that's at 6:15 tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to show some more Carlos, and then then Colt Gray is sentenced. His sentencing is Friday, so we're going to get back into the Grays Wednesday and Thursday. So we got a good week. Got a good week planned for you guys. Hey, Missy, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Kitty Cuckoo, see that little yellow sign on the side of the road there? Those were because of this accident. Little sign. Oh, wait, little sign. So hold on, let me see. This one right here. Get off the gas, 4 feet to pass. Oh, state law. Get off the gas, 4 feet to pass. That's such a small sign. It's so sad. It's like such a tiny little sign, but that's a nice tribute to them with the hockey sticks and the bicycles. So yeah, so get off the gas, 4 feet to pass. Crystal, there you are. 7 months of fun and laughter. Awesome. Thank you for 7 months. Appreciate that. Okay. Clancy may take some time. It will definitely take some time. Add 200 per side and more strikes per side. Yeah. And they have and their witness list is 200. They're not going to probably call all 200 people, but it's, yeah. They should have attached it to the pole. Yeah, or it should just be bigger. Should just be bigger. I mean, it's not even. It's so small. Can't even see it. Kitty says someone made a bunch of the signs and they were placed all around Salem County now. Iowa Backyard Cam says, maybe just pay attention. My daughter watched as an ambulance had to pass a car that didn't slow down and moved over. They probably didn't even know they had been passed. Yeah, that's just the worst. Yeah, make that sign definitely bigger. I mean, it's like probably this big. I mean, if you compare it to the tires there, I mean, compared to the everybody knows what a bike tire looks like. That's not even the size of the bike tire. It's probably like things probably like this big. I mean, it's so small. There's no, you wouldn't even be able to see that if you're driving by. So. Let's see here. It's supposed to be raised up. Shannon and Elaine. Let's see. Elaine, you've been subscribing every day for nearly 11 months, still can't get to join as a member. Yeah, that's you have to be willing to pay. And there's 3 different levels of membership. So we have dial-up, rabbit ears, dial-up, and cable. So we have three tiers, three layers of membership. So that's what that's about. Subscribing is great. We appreciate that. But then if you want to have a little TV next to your name and then have perks, get memberships, members only streams and videos, then that's where there's different layers of membership. So I hope that helped. Glee Roll, how are you? Good morning. Welcome in. Pro Fangirl, cannot seem to find it anywhere. We will be. They're in jury selection, so it's not going to be. We will cover it. It's their jury selection right now. They're seating 18 jurors, so it's going to take them a while. It's going to take them at least this week. I would be shocked if they can pick 18 jurors in 1 week. The judge thinks it's going to take up to 2 weeks. So we will cover it here. So you can always check back here. We will be covering it when it kicks in, when it starts. I do not think it's going to start this week. I could be wrong, of course. Don't rely on that. But I would be shocked if they can seat a jury, 18 jurors on top of it. So we will cover it. So Aaron's calling the court. We'll see what comes out of it. Seashell, this is the only channel I belong to, no other. Thank you, Seashell. Appreciate that. And Good Vibes there is answering your question as well. Jury selection is not streamed. Do you remember who was the first member, Lazy Boys asks? Gosh. I do not. 1 month away from purple. Awesome. And jury selection, no, I see Good Vibes answered your question. Generally, it's closed. We were lucky when we were streaming Sarah Boone. We caught the last day of jury selection. They actually showed that. And Donna Adelson, they showed it, but they don't show it because it's, it gets personal. You hear people's background information. So generally, jury selections are not. They're open to the public. You can go, but they're not streamed.
Oh. Ladybugs, thank you for the 5 Trial TV Live gifted memberships. Calypson's Vixen, we know you. You are a friend of the channel. Welcome in new members. Welcome in new members. Thank you, Seashell. We try. We try. The Iowa Backyard. Your fairly small town lost so many businesses, had about 19 bars get burned. Jeez. Some of those bars were the same ones over and over. Is that someone collecting insurance? Is that someone collecting insurance? That sounds a little sus. Has Superball hit the like? I don't think she has. I do not think she has hit the like button. I don't think Superball has hit the like button yet. Horse Welfare thanking Ladybug's mom. Elsie, thank you for that. Favorite channel is Squeegee, Aaron, and Arts. Thank you. Hey, Scroobnick, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. We're just waiting for Jersey court to kick in. It's literally the feed from the court, so we're kind of stuck on them. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're at the whim of the court. This is the way it goes. We're at the whim of the court. Melissa, are you sure this is televised? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, sometimes court is delayed and late. It happens. We'll stick it out for a little bit longer. Aaron's been checking the docket. It's still.
No, I'm trying to get in touch with the people.
No, I know, but you checked the docket before.
Oh yeah, the hearing's still on.
Yeah, so the hearing is still on according to their docket. So. Oh, you meant to say cats. I gotcha, Elsie. Gotcha. So according to the docket, it's still on. Grizzly Grandma Courtroom Addict. Good morning. I usually watch you on my TV app. Quick recap. I'm not familiar with this case. Sure. We can do that. So August 29th, 2024. Sean Higgins was drinking and driving. He was drinking all day, had about 5 or 6 beers, and it was around 8:19 at night. The Gaudreau brothers, Johnny and Matthew, who were very famous hockey players, were at their sister's wedding. She was getting married the day after, or the next day, I should say, and they had presumably come from some kind of party, possibly a rehearsal dinner. They were riding their bicycles on a very rural country road when Sean Higgins attempted to pass. He came up aggressively on 2 cars. He attempted to pass, and as he's passing, the lead car went to avoid the 2 brothers, and Sean thought that person was trying to block him, so he swerves back, and in the process of swerving back, he strikes and kills the two brothers. So that's where we stand right now. And this is the area where they were struck and killed. This is the country road that they were struck and killed. So, and right now we're just waiting for the court feed to kick in. We're hoping, we're confident it will still happen. We're not quite sure of the delay, why it's a delay. So, Kelly, you're 13 minutes behind. Yeah, no, there's no live court yet. Still no live court. Kelly, there's still no live court, I'll tell you. I can't tag you. That's for you, Kelly. Clipson, there you are. Clipson's Vixen, friend of the channel. Welcome in. You got a member. You got a membership. The hockey community is still hurting over the brothers' loss. Yeah, as we saw, the USA's men's Olympic team, hockey team, after the gold medal, they did a really nice tribute. I'm pretty sure I have a picture. Pretty sure I have a picture of that. Winter Libby, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you, Kaylee. Appreciate that. I think I have a picture of that. Let me see if I have a picture of that. I can show you guys while we wait. Oh, here. Okay, here. Let's just show. We can show some pictures. Let me see here. So here's a picture of the crash site when it happened. While we wait.
It's now scheduled to start at 11 from the court.
Oh, okay. So it's scheduled to start at 11, you guys. That's what the court is saying. All right. So now it's scheduled to start at 11. All right. So here's a picture of the site when it happened, or closer to when it happened. So I don't see the telephone pole, but I guess they just did that because the telephone. So it could have happened further down, and they're just using the telephone pole as a brace. So there's that. Let's see what else we have here. What other photos can I bring up? Oh, here's the Olympic. Okay, so here's what they did. This is what the U.S. men's hockey team did. If you guys did not see this, let me see here. So here's their tribute. There's their tribute to him. So very touching, very moving moment. So if you guys did not see that, there's that. See if I have anything else. Now I'm not sure if this is from the wedding or not. I'm not sure what this is from. Hold on a second, let me pull this up. I'm not sure what this is, where this photo was taken. Not quite sure about that. When that was taken. So, hey, CJ Sunshine, how are you? Welcome in. So court now has been kicked to 11 o'clock, so we still have a few minutes to go. Rah, Grandma, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. So Aaron just got a hold of the court, and it's been moved to 11 o'clock Eastern, so we have about 10 minutes to go. Whoever says you wouldn't want to ride off into some corn either because corn leaves are kind of sharp. Grizzly Grandma, I love your username, Good Vibes Only. Oh, you are amazing. Good to see you. What a good start to the week. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Melissa, yeah, that was sweet. Brought his kids onto the ice. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Let me go back to that Olympics one. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet, right? Yeah, very touching. Interesting captures. Good morning to you. Carol, there you are. How are you? I wanted to give you a big shout out for the, we didn't put up we put up the tower, but we have to put up your steps. We're going to put the steps up over here. We'll do that. We didn't have time to do that, but Carol, I wanted to give you a big shout out for sending those to us. So thank you so much. Debbie sent us the tower, and Carol sent us the steps that ultimately they have a sling that goes with them. So I wanted to make sure that I said a big thank you to you. So thank you. This accident happened around 8:19 at night on August 29th of 2024. So it was around 8 after 8:20, somewhere in that time frame. Oh, Sugars, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. Yes, good point. While we're waiting, let's all follow Shannon's advice, suggestion, and please take a moment, hit the like button while Riker goes cruising by and steps on the keyboard. So if you can hear my voice, let's see if we can get some more likes. If you guys are not in chat, if you just take a moment and hit the like button, we would appreciate that. Has there been a verdict yet, Linda? No, they started deliberating Thursday, so no verdict yet. No verdict yet. So don't worry, we'll I don't know if we can cover it live because this coverage is spotty out there, but when a verdict does come in, we will talk about it for sure. Selena, I love hockey, so when this happened, I was extremely upset. Yeah, it's sad. Yes, that was Riker cruising by. Jennifer King, there you are. Good morning. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Hey, Sharon. He was driving reckless. There's no question about it. He was driving reckless. 100% agree with that. 100% agree. So today's hearing is going to be about his blood alcohol content. The hearing we watched before, the defense is arguing that there was 2 draws, there was clotting on the vial, there was serum. They had to test the serum instead of the blood. So they're arguing that the chemist did it improperly and it wasn't done properly. So so this is now a carryover. This hearing is a carryover from that one. That was in May, I believe. That was May 11th. So they wanted to dismiss the blood alcohol content, and the judge ultimately denied that motion. The report reads, blood appears to be clotting and sticking to the sides of the tube, not completely in solution. Treat it as a serum for BAC. So that's what happened the last hearing, and now it's been pushed over. Let's see what else. Oh, the grand jury. That's the other thing. The defense was saying the grand jury. Okay. The defense is saying the grand jury saw a certain part of the evidence that they saw was improper. So that's why they wanted this dismissed. That was the whole point of the last hearing, is that they felt the grand jury did not get it wasn't presented to them properly. So they wanted it dismissed. Ultimately, the judge denied that, but they are going to now carry it over into this hearing. Carol, you watched them playing with the tower. I laughed so hard when Rafa pulled the mouse down and it snapped. That was actually Roger. Yeah, that was Roger. Yeah, that like scared him. Yeah, that's funny. Horse Welfare says it's so frustrating when they don't ensure everything is done properly. Jane, good to see you. That's a beautiful picture of the win for the USA that their children will always have. Ruth Ann, almost home from your walk. Rah, Grandma, you saw that too. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I did a video of us putting it together, and I uploaded that on Saturday. Let's see. Whoever says, from what I understand, it takes them a while to get a blood draw from alcohol content, so chances are that it was higher when the accident happened than when he was tested. That's true. Yeah, the longer you go, obviously your liver, kidneys, it dilutes it. I guess it's mostly your liver. Dilutes, filters out the alcohol content. So yeah, you can always add more because the later you go, it gets filtered out. Kalia, he was borderline in terms of being illegally drunk, you think? He was. He was he was tested at 0.087, which is above because 0.08 is legal, but then he was tested again and it was 0.075. So that's where, he was right. He was right there. If the one test has him at 8.7, then he is above. The other one has him at 7.5. He's below. With 0.08 being the legal limit. I think that's pretty much country, statewide, countrywide. Yeah, I think pretty much every state has it at 0.08. I don't know if I don't think it's federal. I'm not sure. Debbie, yes, it goes. Yeah, it goes all the way up. No, it's great because now they can look out the window. Let's see. Wait, Seashell says, "Yep, he was drunk, and if he wasn't, he was on the verge of it." Whoever. So he was on his way down, which must mean it was higher at the time of the crash. I would think so. Yeah, the officers could smell it when they were giving him his sobriety test. It is in California, Seashell. Yeah, 0.08 in California. That's why I think it's like a countrywide thing. I don't think it's state by state. I don't know if it's federal, but I'm pretty sure it's probably every state. Like that's my impression. I know here in Florida it is. I think Ohio, New York. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would be a good guess. Is that it's nationwide? That's the word I'm looking for. Nationwide. Monday is Monday. Oh yeah, Monday is being Monday. We woke up today and we lost power. We lost power at 7:47 to 8:30. We lost power from 7:47 to 8:30. So we weren't even sure if we could do a stream today. So yeah, Monday is being Monday. Oh yeah, I folded laundry late last night. Well, late. It was like 10:15, 10:30. Shut the door, went to bed, woke up at 6:30, quarter to 7, and Rafa was by the door of the laundry room, and he was like looking underneath. And whenever he does that, that means something's on the other side. So I opened up the door, and two little ones came springing out. It was Riker and Sid. They had spent the whole night in the laundry room. So the sisters had spent the whole night. They immediately ran to the litter box, and they had to go to the bathroom. Poor little girls. But yeah. So they spent the night. They had an adventure last night. Kimbers, you had your fingers crossed. I know. Me too. But luckily because they said we weren't going to get electricity back until quarter to 10, which and the internet back at 11. So and Comcast is working and they're laying fiber. It's not Comcast. It's the other. Actually, I went out to the workers. I said, "You guys didn't happen to cut our power?" He's like, "Nope, we haven't even started our machine yet." I'm like, "No, I figured. I knew. I just was wondering." Debbie, I don't care how many drinks you have. You shouldn't drive. It affects people differently. 100% agree. 100% agree. Hello. Yes, the hearing is on. We just got word from the court that it's going to be at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. So that is literally 1 minute from now. Literally 1 minute from now. Your kitties are so very sweet. I have sugar gliders.
Ooh.
So not kitty for me. What's a sugar glider?
Those like little flying squirrels.
Oh, is that a flying squirrel? What's a sugar glider? I gotta look.
That's what it is.
What's a sugar glider?
It's something that flies.
Oh yeah. It's cute.
Super cute.
It's a small omnivorous arboreal and nocturnal gliding possum.
That's awesome.
Ah, that's so cool. They're cute. They're really cute, Chris. They're really cute. More cuddles for them today. I never heard of a sugar glider. That's so cool. You guys know sugar gliders. I never even heard of a sugar glider. I was how many days old and how many years old?
I was today.
What's that saying? I was today years old when I found out what a sugar glider is.
Yeah, everybody's saying, yeah, they are. They are so cute. They are. I see that. I see that. They are very cute. I'm looking at a picture of them right now. So where are they? Are they in the States? Where are they? They're much like a flying squirrel. Oh, they're in Australia. New Guinea. Oh, they originated in New Guinea. So it's Australia. They've dispersed from New Guinea to Australia. All right. So they're an Australian. All right. They're in the southeastern Queensland and most of New South Wales. Wait, is that? Okay, that's still Australia. All right. Very cool. Kimbers, you had to Google, they are so cute. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Brett, when we went to Sydney, the Sydney Zoo, and did a behind the scenes tour, they let the sugar gliders climb around on us. So cool. Aussie, we have sugar gliders here. Yeah, that's what I'm reading. I'm reading that's where they are. Winter Libby says, your kitty is 16 and really starting to show her age, getting arthritis meds and kidney diet. It's hard to think about. I know. Bing and Billy, what are those wall steps called? And where do you find them? They're on Amazon.
It's if you type in like cat, moon, and stars.
Cat, moon, and stars.
And the sling is the moon shape.
Okay. The sling is the moon shape, and then the steps would be like star shaped. So if you just go to Amazon and cat, moon, and stars, try that. Cat, moon, and stars. Elaine, I've learned something new here today. Never heard of a sugar glider. I never heard of a sugar glider until today as well. Like I said, I was this day old. Debbie, they have pouches to sleep and hide in. Nice. Hey, Scott, how are you? Crazy Mary Fitz had to look up sugar gliders. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Come on, Judge. It's 11:03 now.
I know, man.
We've been waiting for an hour. I'm going to start pounding my cup on the desk. Come on, Judge. Come on, Judge. Pisano, how are you? You wish you had sugar gliders. They're cute. Agent 333, how are you? Good morning. You've been listening today. Besides drinking charges, is road rage a charge also? There is too much road rage against bikers. I don't think so. I think his charges are 2 counts of aggravated, 2 counts of second-degree vehicular, leaving, and then tampering with evidence. So if you look at the top of our graphic there. So the tampering with evidence was him trying to hide the beer. He had open containers, I think. And then leaving the scene of the fatal accident, and then first-degree aggravated manslaughter and second-degree vehicular homicide. So that's what he's facing. Shannon, thank you for the 5 Trial TV Live gifted memberships. Awesome. Oh, Grizzly got one. Grizzly Grandma. You got one. Awesome. I love it. I love it when we get people in. I love that. We get people in the chat that get a membership. That's so cool. Welcome in, new members. Welcome in. And thank you to, in this latest one was Shannon. Thank you for that. Good Vibes Only congratulating. All right. Come on, Judge. We've got a chat room full of people here waiting for this trial to start, or this hearing. Don't you know?
Well, the court knows that we're waiting.
The court knows we're waiting, and they are.
Still waiting.
I'm going to start pounding on the desk.
Just Stephanie, why do bars give out to-go cups anyway? No one needs one. Yeah, that's a good question. Carol says, wow, they racked up those charges by not stopping to render aid and hiding the evidence. I have no respect for those actions alone. Yeah, he kept driving. He drove for like maybe 100 feet, something like that. And he stopped. Let me see if I can find that while we wait. I think his truck basically just shut off or something like that. See if I can find it. It's been, I think I heard that in one of the hearings. I will in a second, Terry. Drive us down the road, see what's around. Give me a second. He drove, okay, according to investigators and court filings, his Jeep traveled approximately 1,500 feet or 0.28 miles, just over a quarter of a mile before coming to a stop. His Jeep lost power after the impact. So that's why he stopped. He would have kept driving. Otherwise, he would have kept driving. So then there's that. All right. We'll go this way. Can I go this way? Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. I got to use this. And again, this is... so here's the road. Jersey Turnpike is over here. Here's the Jersey Turnpike. Is that the Jersey? Yeah, there's the Jersey Turnpike. So here's the road. Pretty country. Let's see what's this. Do a flyby here. Yikes. What's going on in here? So this leads you to, oh, there's 295. There's the Delaware River. There's Wilmington. That's a pretty big city. Kind of get our bearings here. And come in from this way. What's over here? So these are just pretty much all just farmland. This is fun. I'm having fun with this. Yes. Hey, Tax, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. Kellia. Thank you for that. Oh, and you had a channelversary as well? Wait, hold on. Let me catch up to you guys. So much land and no sheep or cattle in sight. All right, I'm going to have to, I got to refresh. Come over here. Let's see, where, it was over here, right? There it is. Yeah, this, Gordon, it looks like it's more like corn. This is probably all corn, maybe some soybean. I think this is mostly corn. So here's where it happened. All right. I'm going to focus on refreshing often because that's what we have to do for this feed to kick in. They were supposed to start at 10, then they pushed it to 11, and now it's 10 after 11 and we're still waiting. Whoever it looks like they're normally cornfields, yeah, that's what I think too. I think that's what I would say. I think this is all corn. Sorry, just losing myself in this map. All right, we'll just stay here for a moment. All right. Jenny G, how are you? Good to see you. Her legal family, yes, this is the BAC hearing. Yes, yes, yes. Cat's Gallery, nothing good ever happens on or near a cornfield. Yes, just ask Stephen King. How are you doing? Her legal family, good to see you. Welcome in. They're doing pretrial motions. We will. That's good to know, and we'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. I want to do a deep dive on Lindsay, so that'll probably be next week. But thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, Carol. Yep, you watched Children of the Corn one too many times. That's funny. Nothing ever good happens in a cornfield. Just ask Stephen King. Oh, come on, Judge. Come on, come on, come on. All right, well, if you're just joining us, they were supposed to start at 10 Eastern, and then that got pushed to 11 Eastern, and now here we are at almost quarter after 11, and still nothing. Honey Badger, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. Good morning to you. Good to see you. Kaylee, do we know how long after the crash they did the BAC? Probably pretty quickly, because they usually do that. We watch a lot of drunk drivers body cam stuff, and that they usually do it pretty quickly because they don't want to wait, hours, because blood alcohol content goes down. So I would think within a half hour, I would think it would be pretty quick. I don't know for sure, but I'm just guessing, just based on the body cams that I watch of drunk drivers. They usually do it pretty quickly. Just Stephanie, used to love running in the cornfields, arms up to take the cuts, not the face. Winter Libby had some really sketchy times in a cornfield in high school. That's Wisconsin for you. Let's see. Kelia, how did he keep going? He should be thankful that his vehicle lost power. I don't think he thought he hit some. I think he said he knew he hit something, but he didn't think it was people on a bike. I'm pretty sure that's what he said in one of his. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. He didn't realize he knew he hit something, but he didn't realize what it was. So, Kaylee, oh good, I didn't know they caught him that fast. Oh yeah, no, they were there within. We watched his body cam. They did a sobriety test, and he was deemed drunk at that point in time. So they were there. It was I think the state troopers. They were there, within minutes. They got there pretty quickly. Rah Grandma says, did they take the back roads instead of the turnpike because they were drunk and did not want to run into law enforcement? You cannot ride a bike and or walk on the turnpike. That is a no-no. You are not allowed to walk on a highway. You're not allowed to do that.
you'll get arrested, or at least you will get picked up. You're not allowed to do that. So riding a bike, it's just too dangerous. You're not allowed to do that. So I don't know where they were coming from and where they were going. So that's we're gonna have to wait for testimony to come out. Where were they coming from and where were they going? How close was it? Was it like only a mile? Was it 5 miles? Those are all questions we do not know yet. Whoever, Mr. Impatient should have taken the turnpike, though. Well, maybe he was trying to avoid law enforcement. Maybe he was trying to not get caught because he had been drinking. He was driving around drinking. I think he even went to a bar. Pretty sure he went to a bar, and he was driving around. Let me see if I can find that. See if I can get that story straight. I know no indication he was. He was home. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. He told detectives he worked from home that day and finished his last meeting between 2 and 3. He said he began drinking at home afterwards, consuming about 5 to 6 beers. Around 6 o'clock, he went to Taco Bell. And after leaving Taco Bell, he said he was driving around and spoke with his mother on the phone. He admitted he drank 2 beers while driving and later told detectives he threw the empty Miller Lite cans out of the window after the crash because he was panicking. He also admitted discarding an old 12-pack that had been in his vehicle. So he was working from home. That was my bad. I didn't realize that. He was working from home. He started drinking. Had 5 or 6 beers, drove to Taco Bell at 6, was talking to his mom, and he struck them approximately around 8:19. 8:19. So. Oh, sorry, Elsie. Your dad was taken out after driving and drinking. That's too bad. Sorry to hear that. Hey, Lori, how could he not know he hit 2 people on a bike? That's the question. That is the question. Gosh, this is terrible. All right. So the wedding was set for Friday. So apparently there's four Gaudreaus, sister, and of course Katie. So Kristen was the maid of honor. Perry, there were 2 other cars there, so I'm assuming one of them did. There were 2 other cars involved, or they were right there. So I'm assuming it was one of the other drivers. I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking it was one of those drivers. Because one driver pulled out to avoid the brothers. And that's when Sean tucked back in. Nana, how are you? You were in New Jersey for your niece's wedding. You sat right next to a woman who was good friends with Keith Canero. We went past Colt's Neck sign, and I said, poor Canero family. She said people knew it was Paul. Wow. Thank you for that. Interesting. All right, we're at 199. We are at 199. Shannon, we are at 199. Let's see if we can get to 200. Can we get to 200 likes? If you have not hit the like button, please do so. Second Amendment for life. Any idea how fast he was driving? We don't know for sure. We know that they were doing a forensic accounting on his black box. We don't know the information yet. We don't know. We do not know yet. I think that's still to come. Can we get to 200 likes? Can we get to 200 likes before they start court? Ooh, 200. Thank you. Whoever was the 200th, appreciate that.
Debbie, you want to see the body cam again? Yeah, maybe we'll show that afterwards. I don't want to show it now because as soon as I show something or do something, they're gonna kick in. We can show it afterwards. I'll show it afterwards. Cat's Gallery. Maybe the delay is because of the last minute decision to take a plea deal. Maybe. You never. Legally Blonde, you were 200. Woohoo! Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. And now we're up to 210. So thank you. Thank you, Legally Blonde. Appreciate that. Debbie, thank you for the 5 Trial TV Live gifted memberships. Awesome. Anybody? Welcome in, new members. Welcome in. Thank you to Debbie for the 5 Trial TV Live gifted memberships. Welcome in. Hey, Shandy, how are you? I didn't see you come in. Good to see you. Hey, you Pixel friends. All right, so if you are just joining us, this trial or this hearing, it was supposed to start at 10. Now, then they kicked it to 11, and now it's 11:22. So we are waiting for this judge to activate his camera. So that's where we stand. Snake Lady, how are you? Good morning. Welcome in. Kalia, was this guy kind of acting entitled in his bond hearing? I think I remember him. I don't know if that's the right word. He was acting. He thought he was going to get released. I think he was. Yeah, he wanted to get released. I do kind of remember something along those lines. Just a girl baking. Yes, the suspense. It's killing me. Suspense is killing me. Come on, Judge. All right, and then we wait. Grampy was 200. You'll be back after the market. Awesome. We have a couple people who think they were 200. It doesn't matter. We are up to 214, so appreciate that. Let's see. Connie asks, what would his sentence if found guilty on all charges? I think it's, what did I say, 70? Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find that. I just, let's see here. So it'd be 15, it'd be 35. Oh, wait, no, that was the plea. Let me see if, okay. Sorry for the typing. See what comes back. What's he facing? So maximum would be 70 years. So he turned down 35 years and he faces up to 70 years. So let me make a note of that. He turned down 35 years. And faces up to 70. If convicted on all of them, on all counts. So he turned down 35 years and faces up to 70 years. Here, I'll post that here for you guys. Yes, 70 years, wasn't the plea 35? Yeah. So he turned down 35 and he faces up to 70. So that's where we're at. He's 40. How old is he now? He's 46. 46. JMS 46. Hey, Rona, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Rona, what's his defense? It's a good question. We really haven't heard what his defense is. We really haven't heard what his defense is. We haven't had a chance. He is in jail. He is not out on bond. He is in jail. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what his defense is. He's saying that the state screwed up his blood alcohol content, so that should be thrown out. So that would reduce it. There wouldn't be that, additional, enhancement, I suppose. But I'm not sure what his defense is. We really haven't heard. There hasn't been a hearing where they've said this is our defense. Maybe he's just hoping for it to be, vehicular homicide versus, what's the other thing? First degree aggravated manslaughter, second degree vehicular. Maybe he's just hoping to get the second degree, leaving the scene. Maybe he's just hoping, to get those counts versus all of them. Maybe he's rolling the dice. So I really don't know what his defense is. Thank you for that. Good vibes. Yes, tomorrow, 6:15, Dr. Patrice Berry is going to be doing another stream with myself. I will be doing a stream with her. And we're going to be talking about Lindsay Clancy, Carlos Dominguez, Kiara McCauley, and Isaac Apodaca. So we know that Carlos, jury is deliberating right now. We know Isaac Apodaca was found guilty, and then Lindsay Clancy is coming up. So we're going to tie everything together, and we're going to talk to Dr. Berry about psychology of some of these high-profile crimes. So join us tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm hoping to do Carlos, some expert testimony, and then we'll roll right into talking with Dr. Berry. So good vibes. Thank you for posting that. So if you guys join us tomorrow for that, bring your questions for Dr. Berry. Aussie says, it really doesn't matter if the brothers had been drinking. He was the one in charge of the lethal weapon. I agree. I agree 100%. Jenny says to Shandy, right, I don't understand when I see people driving so erratically. Give yourself extra time to get wherever you're going so everyone can make it home safe. Yeah, easier said than done, right? Easier said than done. We want people to do that, but people don't. Winter Libby, at that age, 35 is basically life anyway, yeah. Elsie, he'll be 146 when he gets out. Well, I think there's something where it's like 85% they're up for parole. It's not like in Florida where it's, life without parole. It's time, if you serve, I think it's like 85%, something like that, where you're eligible for parole. So even though it's 70 years, he'll probably be eligible for parole after 50, but that's still, he's going to be in his 90s. Yeah. Yep. He does not want to go to prison. That's for sure. I think he's got a couple kids. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he's got a couple of kids. Oh, come on, Judge. This is brutal. Ooh, 222 watching, 221 likes. Awesome. Good job, guys. 222 are watching, 222 likes, and then went down to 220 watching. Oh, back up to 223. So we have as many people watching as we have likes. I like when that happens. Rah rah grandma. Did the judge forget to flip the switch? He's been pretty good. We've watched at least 4 other hearings with him, so he's been pretty good. I mean, he knows that this is, people, and we asked permission. Aaron walked the path, got permission from the court, so we he's been pretty good. Like I said, I think we've done at least 3 or 4 we've done. So, yeah, we did one. We've done 1, 2, 3. We've done like 4. This will be our 4th one this year alone. And then there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've done like 10 now. 8 or 9. So we've done quite a few hearings. So he knows that this, meaning the judge knows that this is, people want to watch this. See, thank you for that, Debbie. Anyone who hasn't subbed to Trial TV Live, Florida PI Sam, or Dr. Barry, do so. They are all great channels, and it's free. Laura, how are you? Woohoo! Just hit the thumbs. Thank you. Appreciate that. Media is always in the courtroom, Erin is saying, and also she just emailed the court again. So, Erin just emailed the court again. I'd be playing you guys stuff if I knew. As soon as I play body cam, as soon as I play body cam, something's going to happen. So let me. All right, let me play the body cam. Or let me play something, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Where is links? Let me see if I can find. Where's his body cam? All right, I am going to just step away real quick. As soon as I step away, he's going to come on. So I'll be back in a second. All right, sorry about that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and find his body cam, and then, as soon as I do that. All right, here it is. All right.
Okay. All right. All right. Latest update. Attorney was running late. That caused the delay scheduled for 11:30. I will let you know if I hear anything else. Please continue to check the website. So that's straight from the court. So the attorney was running late, and it's scheduled for 11:30. All right. So that's straight from the courthouse. All right. You know, as soon as we play this, they're going to kick in, but maybe this will get them to kick in. I may have to stop this, so just be prepared. I may have to stop this.
All right, where were you coming from, sir?
Taco Bell, Pennsville.
Here's your ID. Where were you before Taco Bell?
My house.
Okay, how much have you had to drink today?
I mean, I've been drinking beers, but I haven't had one in like 2 hours.
Okay.
So since the accident, like probably an hour or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to run you through a few tests.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right, go ahead and put that cigarette out.
Yeah. And just FYI, I had surgery on my knee on Friday, so
Okay.
I'm gipping around.
All right, we'll get there.
Man.
Kill the lights in front of your car real quick.
Sure.
Step over here for me.
Yep.
Give me a flash. Just back right up to his car.
Yep.
The lights for me. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yep.
Alright, what I want you to do, just so you're kind of more my height, is lean back into that bumper, kind of sit on it. Lower, right there. Alright. See the tip of my pen?
Yep.
I want you to follow that with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head, okay?
Okay.
The tip, up here.
The top tip or
Yep,
bottom
the top tip.
Okay.
See it?
Yep.
You don't wear contacts?
No.
No? No problems with your eyes?
No.
Alright, and you're not injured as a result of the accident?
I'm just freaked out.
Okay. Alright, follow the tip. Don't move your head. Just the tip.
Yep.
Step out, go right to the center of the road.
The line is the line. You're right here.
Go right here to the line.
Yep.
Alright, stay right there and face me.
Is that my first break?
You mentioned surgery to your knee. How long ago was that?
Friday.
Friday. Is it affecting you right now?
I mean, I'm gipping around, yeah.
Alright, at any point if you're in pain, just let me know.
Yeah.
Alright. The first test we're going to do is the walk and turn. I'm going to put you in the starting position. I want you to hold that starting position until I tell you to begin the test. You understand?
Yep.
Starting position is going to be your right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe just like this.
Yep.
Hands down at your side. Alright? Do you want to take your flip-flops off or you want to leave them on?
I'll leave them on.
Alright, so you can take that position. Right foot in front of your left foot, hands down at your side. Alright? When I tell you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps forward, counting each step out loud. Upon the completion of 9 steps, you're going to keep the front foot planted, series of small steps with your other foot, and turn around. Okay, it's gonna look like this. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 3 for demonstration, you're gonna do 9. Completion 9 steps, keeping that front foot planted, series of small steps with your other foot, and 9 heel-toe steps back. 1, 2, 3. The entire time, keeping your hands down at your side, you're looking down at your foot and counting out loud.
Okay.
Once you start the test, do not stop until you've completed it.
Got it.
You understand?
Yes.
You may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ow. Keep going.
Like I explained, 9 steps forward, series of small steps, 9 back.
Ow. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good?
Yeah.
Alright. Next test you're going to do is the one leg stand. Alright, again, I'm going to put you in the starting position. You're going to hold that starting position until I tell you to begin the test.
Okay.
You understand?
Yep.
Starting position is both hands down to your side, both feet together. Just like that.
Yep.
Touch both feet. Alright? When I tell you to begin, you're going to raise one leg of your choosing approximately 6 inches off the ground. Keep the bottom of your foot parallel to the ground, look down at your foot and count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. Remember, you can raise either leg, whatever's going to be best for you and your knee.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Do you understand the directions?
Yep.
You may begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 2005, 2006. Okay. Sorry, I'm just freaked out. Like, what am I supposed to be doing again?
I'm counting it out loud until I tell you to stop.
Okay, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 10,000, 11,000. It's getting hard.
Alright, you said it's been about an hour since your last drink?
About that, yeah.
And how many did you drink?
I mean, since like noon today, like 5 or 6.
6 since noon?
Yeah.
Beer or what was it?
Beer, just beer, Miller Lite.
Alright, turn around and place your hands behind your back. I'm gonna take this watch off, okay?
Yep. There.
Yeah, we'll grab everything. What do you need? Your phone, your wallet? Yeah. Where's that at? I'm seeing where's your phone?
You want to put them in the back of your car? Or one? I got Flanagan's car. I drove up here. One of them. We're gonna search.
I'm just searching right here, right?
This is your car, sir?
Yes. We're gonna go to that car. I'm gonna do it right here, all right? Yep. All your stuff in your car, the registration, all stuff gonna be in there. Where's that car?
Just throw them in my car.
What's your name again, man?
Sean.
Sean, I'm just going to read you this and use your verbal acknowledgement, okay? You have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer any questions. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Anything you say may be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand? You have the right to consult with an attorney at any time and have him or her present before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford an attorney, won't be provided if you so desire prior to any questioning. Do you understand? Decision to speak to us is not final. You may stop talking to us any time. Do you understand?
Got it back.
Is everybody okay back there? I mean, what happened?
We'll talk about that when we get to the station.
All right, so he sounds okay. Like I said, I watch a lot of these body cam, a lot of these drunk people, and he sounds pretty sober. He said his last beer was like an hour before. He said he was drinking since noon, but then what I found, he said like 3 o'clock. So I don't know where that came from. I could not pass those tests because as soon as you tip your head back, that would, I get dizzy. I screw up my crystals in my ear, and I get all vertigo, and following it back and forth. I couldn't do that. I would not be able to pass that. So, and then he's like, what happened back there? So, so he knew. He knew he hit something. He knew he hit. I'm assuming now he knows he hit people. It wasn't, wasn't a deer, or it wasn't I don't know, whatever else would be out there in the middle of the country. All right. So the latest from the court was that the attorneys are running late. One of the attorneys was running late. That caused the delay. It was scheduled for 11:30. They're going to let us know. The court's going to let us know. Heidi, you watch this a lot? Yeah. I think Grampy calls them his drunk Karens. Grampy, if you're listening in, we watch them. Diane, you're still hanging in with us. Thank you. Yeah, it's according to the court. Aaron's been talking to the court, and the attorneys are running late. So, go figure. On YouTube, we never see the people who just pass. Whoever says there must be some really bad traffic, who knows? Katrina, in some ways, it is worse if he was sober. Right, because then what would the excuse be? What would his excuse be? He was just frustrated. He wanted to get home. I don't know. Selena still here waiting for this one. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Well, let me grab some news. See if I can find some news. We can play some stuff. I'll play some news clips while we wait.
Yeah, Fred. So Sean Higgins.
All right. So this was from May 11th. So this was the last hearing we watched. This is from the last hearing that we watched. A little news clip.
Higgins is charged with a long list of crimes for his involvement in the killing of the Gaudreau brothers. And here in court today, his lawyers argue that one big piece of the evidence in the case was mishandled and mischaracterized to the grand jury that indicted him. They say it would prove he was under the legal blood alcohol level at the time of the crash. Take a look at the video. Prosecutors have said Higgins was legally intoxicated when he hit and killed NHL star Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew as they rode their bikes. It was just the day before their sister's wedding in late August of 2024. Today, Higgins' lawyer argued there was confusion about how his blood sample was taken and analyzed, and that the grand jury that indicted Higgins didn't have the full information. With members of the Gaudreau family just a few feet away, Higgins' team asked the judge to at least make a grand jury look at the case again.
Judge, I'm not asking you to throw this case out for my client to walk free and be not guilty. I'm asking that the grand jury be presented with the proper evidence. This is not a huge chore on the part of the state.
Documents will connect them all together.
The prosecutor in this case denies blood was mishandled and stands by law enforcement's handling and the lab's analysis of Higgins' blood sample. The judge sided with prosecutors, saying the grand jury does not need to get this case again and that the defense team can certainly make their arguments about the samples and bring in their experts once the actual trial begins. And back live, I can tell you the judge also says he doesn't believe prosecutors intentionally lied to grand jurors or tried in any way to mislead them. There are still other matters to be resolved in this case before the actual trial. Sean Higgins is expected back in a courtroom here on June 16th. We'll be here to cover it. In Salem County, Tim Furlong, NBC 10 News.
All right, so that got kicked. That got kicked down the road. You heard him. It was supposed to be June 16th, and they moved that to early July, and then now July 20th. And it is still scheduled to happen today. So you heard that his defense they didn't want him to walk free, just to dismiss the charges. They wanted the grand jury to look at the blood alcohol content, how that was taken. They wanted the grand jury to look at that again. Let's see. Let me just see if I can find a couple more news clips. All right, here's another thing we can watch while we wait. The court is promising us that there will be some,
it was a painful court hearing
some action today, so we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed. All right, here's another little news clip.
For the family of hockey star Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Siafa Lewis in for Natasha Brown. Attorneys for the man accused of striking and killing the brothers fought to have some of the charges against him thrown out. They argue that a grand jury was not given all the facts.
New Jersey reporter Ryan Hughes joins us now from outside Salem County Courthouse, where it all happened. Ryan?
Guys, good evening to you. The Gaudreau family was visibly upset sitting in the front row of that hearing, which lasted for nearly 2 hours. The defendant in this case, Sean Higgins, he was also emotional, and his attorneys spent that hearing trying to convince a judge to throw out 2 of the more serious charges, but that request was rejected. A member of Sean Higgins' family tried to block our camera as tensions ran high outside the Salem County Courthouse after a judge denied the defense's request to toss out the indictment and have manslaughter and vehicular homicide charges reduced or dismissed.
If you're intoxicated, you shouldn't be riding your bicycle on the street, especially in that area because of the lack of lighting.
Higgins could be seen wiping away tears in the courtroom. The 44-year-old's attorney argued Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau's blood alcohol levels were higher than Higgins the night they were killed. They say the grand jury didn't hear all the facts last year before approving charges.
I don't intend to use these lab results at trial. I don't deem them relevant for the state's case in chief.
The assistant prosecutor said the grand jury listened to more than 2 hours of testimony. According to witnesses who testified, the brothers were riding single file on the side of the road in Oldmans Township last August before they were struck and killed. It happened the day before their sister's wedding. Police say Higgins admitted he had been drinking, and they say he was speeding and illegally passed a car before the deadly crash. The judge ruled the indictment was sound.
The court once again finds that it was a clean presentment. The state did not present half-truths to the grand jury. The state presented all relevant evidence.
And defense attorneys also argued that their client is being treated unfairly because of Johnny Gaudreau's celebrity status. The judge denied that claim and said every case is different. Higgins is due back in court on June 10th. We are live tonight in Salem. Ryan Hughes. Yuki, back to you.
Okay, Ryan, thank you for that.
All right, I think we've got it. Here we go. All right. Thank you for your patience, guys. Thank you for hanging in with us. And here we go.
That's
Good morning, council. This is now the matter of State of New Jersey versus Sean Higgins. Council, please enter your appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Mestern appearing on behalf of the state.
morning, Your Honor. Richard F. Kleinberg III, appearing on behalf of defendant, along with co-counsel.
Thank you. Judge, for the record, good morning. It's Matthew. Good afternoon. It's Matthew Portella, co-counsel on behalf of Mr. Higgins.
And if I didn't indicate for the record, this is under indictment 2412-400I. Council, we conferenced briefly in chambers regarding the status in this case. It's my understanding, Mr. Portella, that you are going to be providing some additional information to the state, and you're also going to be obtaining some information from the state so that it may be tested. Is that
that is accurate, Judge, and we expect the part of that information. I'm going to follow up with Mr. Mestern later this week, and we'll get the ball rolling on that. Everything should be provided on the other issue within a couple of weeks or so.
If that, Your Honor, with regard to the reconstruction report, there was additional information that was provided to the accident reconstruction expert. They're implementing that into the report, which has been done in draft form. Once we have that, we'll turn it over to the state. And if there's anything that comes out of the blood report that Mr. Portella spoke of that needs to be implemented, we'll advise the court ahead of time.
Thank you, Council. Mr. Mestern.
Nothing new from the state. I'll just wait to hear from defense regarding those reports.
Yeah.
Very well. Based upon our discussions and looking at our calendars, it looks like we'll bring it back with, I guess it'll be third PPC.
The third or the second, Judge?
The third, Your Honor.
I believe it was the third. This reflects.
That's fine, Judge. Yep.
Oh,
yeah, it will be the third, correct.
Back for a third PPC, if you understand it, if we can't get resolved on that, they will move it to the trial counsel.
Understood, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
And once again, based upon our calendars, it looks like next day that we're all available, which should give you adequate time to get the analysis done, get the reports to the state. It would be 9/11, 1:30 in the afternoon. That's a Friday.
Excellent.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
And Mr. Messner, are you seeking excludable time?
Yes, Your Honor. State would ask for excludable time. There.
No objection. No objection, Judge.
So we'll do excludable time between today's date, which is 7/20, through 9/11/26. Council, anything further?
No, Judge. That's it, Judge. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll see you back on 9/11/1:30.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I get these.
After all of that, that's it. Oh, after all of that, they're kicking it down the road to September 11th. That's it. After all of that. Oh my God. All right. So all that, and that's what we have. All right. So we're gonna pivot, and we are going to shift our attention over to the Grays. Colt Gray has a sentencing coming up. So yep. So we're going to switch over to the Grays. All right. So don't go anywhere. Just hold on. Let me make this live. We're going to switch over. We're going to switch over to, so Colt Gray has a sentencing coming up Friday, and then his father is next Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm going to add a redirect so that you guys don't have to do anything. Okay, Aaron added a redirect. All right, Aaron's adding the redirect. And all right. So we're going to get back into the Colt and Colin Gray. Here's the link just in case you need it. So all right, so we're gonna end this stream. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break just to get the next stream set up. So we're gonna start our next focus today, Wednesday and Thursday is going to be getting ready for Colt Gray's sentencing on Friday. So with that, I will say thank you for joining us. I guess September 11th is the next court date. Hopefully they'll have more info for us, and we can actually watch a stream with testimony and whatnot. So, but thank you for joining us. Thank you to our mods. Thank you to Aaron. Sorry that that was kind of a bust, but join us the next. I'm going to end the stream, and then we're going to go over and we're going to watch Colt Gray. We're going to watch Colin Gray's hearings, or I'm sorry, basically his trial, just to kind of get our heads wrapped around what happened with that in Appalachia. So I will end this stream, and I will say thank you for joining us, and please join us over for Colt Gray. All right, with that, have a good one, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.